Hello, Taurus. What is going on? Welcome to your May of 2019 reading. My name is Jai Gobind. This is your channel for grace. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the notification bell and give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Channel for Grace and book a personal reading with me on my website, channelforgrace.guru. If you would like to leave a love donation, you can do so at paypal.me/Eagle Star Yoga. So let's get started. We're going to be using a few different awesome tarot decks. The Star Child Tarot, which is actually one of my favorites, the Earth Warriors Oracle cards, and the Animal Spirit cards from the Wild Unknown. And so before we start, I'll say a little prayer, but I also wanted to share with you guys that this month of May is going to bring a lot of opportunities for us to truly step into action regarding our path, regarding our healing, regarding moving into a new way of being. We have in April transitioned into a new world, you could say. This is a new world of relationships where conscious relationships are what are going to be pretty much taking over, and whatever is not conscious is going to fall away, and the universe is going to help this happen. So a lot of people have been going through a lot of shifts in their lives, and this is no different. So we're going to ask our spirit guides, our angels and teachers to give us a message that can help you, Taurus rising, Taurus moon, and Venus in Taurus, evolve in a spiritual way and step into your power in a spiritual way and awaken in a spiritual way, so that you can truly find the clarity to help you walk the talk and walk straight to your path to love. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, teachers, for being here with us today. I would like to ask help clearing the energy of the decks that I am going to be using, and also clearing my energy so that I can be that open channel for the wisdom, the grace, the intuition, the messages, the downloads to flow through to you, my beautiful Taurus friends. So let's get to the cards. I also want to invite you guys to tonight, if you're watching this video on the day that I am uploading it, which is April 25th of 2019, we are having our Conversations with Spirit podcast tonight on Danny's channel, which is Northern Comfort Tarot. So make sure that you follow him on that channel to be able to watch it live, and then I will be uploading it onto this channel right after that. So that's something to look forward to. And also this weekend on Sunday, April 28th at 6 p.m. Eastern time, I will be getting interviewed by the Stacy Jewel Bejeweled podcast, which is on YouTube. That is her channel. We're going to be live on YouTube, and we'll be talking about light workers, the divine feminine, and I'll be doing a special live reading for the group when we go live. So I'm really excited about that. Make sure you guys hop over there and follow her on there. She also has the podcast on iTunes, which is called the Bejeweled Podcast, which you can subscribe to on iTunes, and that episode will be uploaded, I believe it's Tuesday mornings at 7 a.m. I'm not 100% sure, but it will be uploaded soon. So that's exciting, you guys. Very, very exciting. What I'm pulling are cards that are going to bring us some intuition into what this month of May is going to hold for you, Taurus. And I just did the Aries reading, and man, oh man, are these readings already starting. They have this like energy of like passion and like really moving forward in a powerful way. So here we go. Your reading starts with the Two of Crystals. Let me show you the image. This is a cool, these cards are really cool, and they have some really cool images, sacred geometry. But the Two of Crystals is like you're coming into a balance. You're balancing like your life forces. For all that you have accomplished, you should continue to move forward and be proud of your success. But don't forget to acknowledge the other important aspects of your life. So what you've been focusing on, the universe is going to kind of like switch it around and say, okay, what have you not been focusing on now? This could mean that connections with friends and family members or the activities that you love and enjoy might be shifting, might be changing. It is also about honoring your spiritual truth, your higher consciousness, that innate source of unconditional love. This can indicate a state of change. So something is definitely going to change in your life for you for this month of May of 2019. There's going to be movement and there's going to be energetic shifts, which we know are never like fully comfortable. Change is never comfortable. It is something, however, that is the one thing that we know in the universe that is the constant rule, right? Things are always changing. So expect some shifts. And no, they don't have to be huge outward shifts, external shifts where things in your life change on the outside. Like you switch where you live or you move or something happens to someone, that you know, or you switch jobs. So those are external things. The shift could also be a very internal, and it could also be subtle and not so subtle. So just be aware that change is definitely coming for you. Let yourself go with the flow and be adaptable. Like move where the universe wants to take you. The universe lights the path, and all you have to do is just begin to walk towards it. You're balancing. This is like the balancing act for you right now. The next card that you have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, beautiful images by the way in these cards, is a period of reflection. It's almost like looking back into your life and like reminiscing. It's a little bit of nostalgia. It's a little bit of like, well, those were the good times, and now you're having to move into a different direction. So you're having to look back at your life and see what you've accomplished, really. See where you're at right now. You might be holding on to things from your past also that are not serving you right now, and releasing the emotional connection to it, like looking at it, not ignoring it, not walking away from it, but actually doing the shadow work, the deep emotional shadow work to heal those parts of yourself that need attention, that once like fragmented themselves from you because they didn't know what else to do. There was no other safety net other than to like escape the situation. Now you have these parts of yourself that are fragmented, and unless you deal with that, unless you heal those parts of yourself, you will continue to attract things that match that vibration. And we don't want to do that. So we want to heal, we want to do the shadow work, we want to release those things that don't serve us, and also be in deep, deep gratitude for where we are and where we have come so far. And this card asks you to do exactly that. This card is asking you to remember the inner child who still exists within you, to do that shadow work, to heal, to free that inner child from all the traumas and all the things that have happened in your childhood, in your life. This is a good time to plan out your what you want to do. So like to take a break, to take time out. Do you want to, go have a picnic? Do you want to go on a trip? Do you want to go on a mini vacation? Do you want to hang out with friends? What kind of activities are you going to do to give yourself that time out that you need right now? To reassess mostly, to check in and to know what needs a little more attention. The Three of Wands is another card that we have for you here in this reading. I love this because in this card, she is sitting on the edge of a rock. She's naked, so she's like in a vulnerable place. Pretty sure she's naked, yes. I'm like, she could be wearing a really tight skin dress. But she's got these three wands pointing out towards the universe, okay? She's like looking forward. There's an energy of looking forward. So the Three of Wands makes this a time in your life when you can look to the future with total clarity. So the reason that you're being asked to look to the past is so that you know what you're looking into the future towards. This wisdom comes from having the foresight to walk your own path with confidence as you move forward. Your hard work has paid off, but it is not time to rest just yet. Even though the universe is asking you to take a moment to acknowledge, to perceive, you're still in the moving forward momentum. Taking a break, taking a time to rest so that you can recuperate is not stopping the momentum. It is actually helping you to stay on that higher drive that keeps moving you forward. So you're preventing yourself from burning out, basically. That is what the Six of Cups is asking you to do. So you look back at your inner child, your past, your traumas, and heal them so that you can begin to really look forward into the future with a lot of clarity. And as you do that, you will know exactly where you need to go next. You are gaining momentum right now in achieving your dreams, and you are aware of how your creativity has the potential to expand your goals to the next level. You have a wonderful system of support with friends or family members or even soul tribe, and this is going to strengthen your enthusiasm. This card indicates a state of understanding. So as you do the shadow work, as you balance the life forces, as you balance your life and you find the things that are truly important, what you have not been paying attention to is this inner child work, this shadow work. And this is what you're going to need to start paying attention to so that you can move forward into the future. The momentum is there. The universe is taking you in this direction. All you have to do is just like go with it. Go with the flow. Let it expand and allow yourself to see the world through different eyes. Because understanding that the Three of Wands brings, this wisdom that the Three of Wands brings, is exactly that. It's a new perspective. It is an opportunity for you to see the world in a different light. And that's what we need in order to heal. When we can see things differently, in a different way from someone else's perspective, it's so much easier to just let it go and move forward, right? And that's exactly what you're doing. You're doing the work, the shadow work, healing your inner child so that you can officially start to move forward, but in a way bigger direction. This message of the Queen of Wands, I love this card because she's standing very like regal, royal, and she's got this beautiful wolf next to her, and the wolf is the teacher. The wolf is the teacher, symbolizes the teacher that comes to you, and you have to listen. Like, what does the teacher want to teach you? It is important that you acknowledge your limitless potential. You are capable of accomplishing anything you wish if you truly put your mind to the task. Maintaining a positive mindset attracts an abundance of light into your life. This is the first step in manifesting your dreams. So you are in the process of manifesting your dreams. This reading is also saying that the only way to truly, truly reach that higher frequency, that higher vibration that you want in your life, is to do the inner child work, is to do the shadow work. It's to look back into your life and heal those parts of yourself. It's like the shamanic healing path, doing the shamanic death and being reborn again. And it's like pulling in all those pieces that have been lost, like pulling them back into one, reminding all of those pieces of yourself that feel lost that you are one, that this is the path. You're not lost. You're actually learning to love again, to love all of those parts of yourself. We have got the goddess of Teotihuacan from the Earth Warrior cards. She guards the waters of life. How beautiful is that? The ancient guardian mother protects the waters of life and offers her protection and blessing. Her appearance augurs a time of purification and cleansing, exactly, leading to enhanced fertility, which is in essence creativity. You are a creator of new consciousness. You are doing that in yourself as you heal your inner wounds, your emotional wounds. You are a generator of positive energy as fuel for constructive outcomes. We need your vitalized being to keep nourishing the human collective with helpful alternatives to mainstream consciousness. This is what's going to be born within you as you do your healing process. You will be protected and supported at the deep level of soul in order to become the creator and custodian of a clean reservoir of consciousness from which souls, thirsty for purity, relief, and love, can drink. The ancient mother will help you to help her and the many creatures within her care. And you're so earthy, Taurus, like this is perfect. She will help you to be fearlessly inventive with your loving creations of healing consciousness. The process is, as you start to heal, so will you be an example for other people to heal. You're raising the consciousness literally just by being yourself, by healing yourself. That's your job, raising the consciousness. Here is a really good message that's coming to you from the octopus. The octopus is about reaching, it's about yearning, it's about lacking boundaries and direction. This happens when we are not aware that we're doing it, right? We don't want to create boundaries in the sense of lacking boundaries in the sense of like reaching into other people's business, overpowering other people, walking all over them. Those are signs that there's things that you haven't healed. There's things that you haven't yet learned about yourself, things that you have suppressed. And so it makes you act in certain ways that are not healthy, right? And so the octopus brings this message of, if you are feeling like you are the person that sort of sucks the energy out of people, if you're that psychic vampire, it's asking you to check yourself. And if you're the person that is feeling super vulnerable, where people are being the psychic vampires of you and your energy, it's time to set some clear boundaries. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind, paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. So you could either be the one being sucked the life out of you or the one sucking the life out of somebody else. What is important to note about this energy drainage of like psychic vampires is that you're actually like, because everything is a mirror, like we're mirrors for each other, like relationships that we have mirror things about ourselves that we have either repressed or like objected to or have been told that that's not an appropriate way to be. So when you hate things in somebody else, that's because those things in yourself have been repressed and you don't allow them to, you never allowed yourself to express them. And so someone else expressing them is like, oh, I hate that about that person. And that's a mirror. So that's what I mean about a mirror. When you love something in another person, it's almost like you're loving that because you were never really allowed to be that. And so it's almost like a love and hate relationship, right? It's like it grosses you out that people act certain ways. And at the same time, there are other things that when people like expose that, or they show those aspects that you have never been able to like step into fully and allow to express, when people show those things that you wish you could express yourself or that you don't express or that you suppress, you admire that in somebody else, and they're mirroring a part of you that needs awakening in both situations. So when you feel like someone is being a psychic vampire and you're in their presence, and then after you're in their presence you feel like super drained, chances are, I mean, what's really going on there, this is what I mean to say, what's really going on there is that you are blocking source energy, the fuel, the light that source energy brings you. It's almost like being in the presence of someone who's like super negative, super toxic, almost like narcissistic in nature, basically causes you to to like reflect that in yourself. And so you feel drained, you feel angry, you feel like what's really going on behind the surface of that person. It's almost like you start to feel all those things and you essentially like block this life force energy from being with you. So that's why you have to be in your power and strong enough to know that, right? The message of the octopus, people cannot affect you. They cannot affect you as much as it seems that like someone can, you know, force themselves against you energetically, right? We're not talking about physically, we're talking about energetically. The truth is that when you feel like you're strong enough and grounded enough and secure enough, when people do things, it's almost like you have this higher perspective where you're looking from up to down and you're seeing it from a bigger awareness, a wisdom that is like beyond the ages, and you can see it for what it is. And then what this activates is like full compassion. And so instead of getting angry, instead of feeling drained around people, you know exactly instantly when you need to walk away, right? You don't stay in those situations, right? You go, it's time for me to go. You instantly go, well, this is going to drain my energy, or this is going to make me feel this certain way, so I'm going to go. So you start to find your power in knowing when to walk away, so those things do not affect you. And you have compassion for the other person, because honestly, like, we've all been there. We all have things we need to heal. We all have things we're still healing. No one is perfect. We're all in this process of spiritually evolving. And in order to spiritually evolve, you have to go through the steps that you need to go through. And those are not the easy steps, right? That's why the change that is coming for you, this shift, is not going to be comfortable, because you're going to have to go, you know, into your inner child work and be able to see clearly what's next, right? But be in your power, set those strong boundaries, and know that you are, as you heal, you're bringing this sacred, divine, feminine, right? This life force energy, this new consciousness, this new awareness into being. You are creating that into physical manifestation. And that's what this age, this new earth is really all about. So I hope that reading resonated with you, Taurus. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Leave comments, please, below, and let me know how this resonated with you. If there's any clarification that you'd like, any questions that you have about my readings, or anything else that you want to bring up or share, I always look at the comments and love to reply and stay active with you guys to make sure that you know that I'm listening, that I'm here for you guys as well. Don't forget to join us tonight, April 25th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Northern Comfort Tarot channel for conversations with spirits and talking about the law of attraction, by the way. And also this Sunday, April 28th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Stacey Jewel /Bejeweled podcast YouTube channel, where I will be getting interviewed by Stacey about lightworkers, the sacred divine feminine, and doing a live reading. Thank you. I will see you all again soon. Sat Nam.